These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Frank 26. Says, a long time ago, I told you the moment you see the HCL, seconds later, you'll see the new exchange rate. There are a lot of rumors saying this guy's got all the HCL money. They're going to get it every month from now on. No, this is not true. If it's true, show me. It's been 5 or 6 days now, and you still have not shown the internet. The rumors have some truth to them. In my opinion, the HCL is being distributed in tranches. These increments are only being done specifically, but this HCL is not out yet. The moment you see the HCL, boom, you see the new exchange rate. All right, walking stick, Iraqi banking friend, a key update. Question, your bank opened? Friend says, yes, it did. The bank was not open until now to the public due to the United States Treasury giving them a new license. They can now run as an international bank inside of the United States of America that will have to follow all international banking laws inside of America. This is not the only one bank that has opening around the world. As of this hour we're in right now, worldwide 138 of these banks have opened so far. All right, Mark Z via PDK. For those worried about paying taxes on the exchange, this is from the U.S. State Department, bilateral investment agreements and taxation treaties. Iraq does not have a bilateral investment treaty, a BIT, or a bilateral taxation treaty with the United States. It states, quote, there are no taxes or subsidies on purchases or sales of foreign exchange, unquote. Militiaman question, did they say they were sovereign? Militiaman says, according to the Prime Minister at the UN, yes, they did say they were sovereign. What can you deduce from the bigger picture? Iraq is going international. You can't deny it. They're getting ready to do something, and we can see that. We're in a really good spot. All right, native from the Mideast, Forex, you're going to see all the zeros. I called a friend of mine in the banks, and she explained the reason for Sunday. All the Forex in the zeros is because the banks were working after hours. 10 or 8 hours of work updated all the currencies of the world. She's a banker auditor with a lot of friends in banks, so she called them on currency side and asked them why. They told her they'll edit all the currencies of the world, and this is the first time it happened. They don't know why. A lot of things going on these days, a lot of good news, a lot of things happening in 1 week, a lot of things gonna happen. All right, Frank 26, one of the mandates, rules, orders, laws of WTO is not for you to have an international currency value, but for you to have a currency with no restrictions. That's why you'll, Iraq, be part of the WTO because you won't have any restrictions. Every day you get closer and closer. Inchworm isn't getting there, isn't it? All these pieces snapping together perfect. All right, Mark Z via PDK says, my gut is screaming within the week. It will start tingling tomorrow, in my opinion, and I hope by this weekend we will have it. Jeff says there's huge consensus out there among most of the Dinar content creators that the rate is going to change this coming week between now and this weekend. None of that is true, of course. There's a huge, tremendous misunderstanding throughout the Dinar community right now of what's really happening within the Dinar investment. All right, Pimpy has an article, quote, Iraq is 4th in the Arab world by possessing the lion's share gold reserves, unquote. Pimpy says, I always love to hear that. Right now, Iraq is holding 132.6 tons of gold. You notice that these nations are still buying up large quantities of gold, which is a good sign if you want to know the full story. All right, RayRen98 via Baby's Mom, Tuesday afternoon update. I do believe it has begun. The countdown has concluded. Sampson article, quote, Deputy, 11 countries want to invest in the path of development. The number will reach 50 soon. Frank 26 says, oh my goodness, the float is going to be fantastic. You think the float is going to take a few months? No, it may take a few hours. Lastly, we have Mark Z saying, I'm told we will suddenly see a lot of movement on the removal of sanctions. I expect to see that in the next day or two.